Forget everything you think you know about Vikings. Forget the horns, the myths, the legends. What if I told you their world was darker and far more intense than Hollywood ever showed? This is the untold truth of what it was really like to be a Viking. Stick with me. You're about to step into their world. Vikings didn't just pop out of nowhere. They came from a harsh, unforgiving land, Scandinavia. Rugged mountains, freezing winters, endless forests. A place where the cold never let up, and if you weren't prepared, you didn't survive. They were farmers, traders, blacksmiths, and warriors. Survival was key. Every man, woman, and child had a role to play. You either learned how to hunt, forge, or fight, or you simply didn't last. Life was as tough as the land that shaped them. But when the raids came, that's when things turned fierce. The longships, they weren't just boats. They were the terror of the seas, fast, stealthy, and brutal. The Viking raid wasn't just about violence. It was about survival. Land, food, resources. If you didn't fight, you didn't eat. Imagine yourself charging into a foreign village with nothing but an axe. No fear, no hesitation. It was a way of life. Every raid meant risking it all. Victory meant riches, land, and honor. Failure meant death. To the Viking, battle was a way to prove yourself, to earn your place among the gods. Death in battle wasn't the end, it was the ultimate victory. And for those who fought with honor, the gods of Valhalla awaited them. Ever heard of the Berserkers? They were the stuff of nightmares. These warriors didn't just fight, they fought in a frenzy. The Berserkers would enter battle like wild beasts, completely losing themselves in the heat of combat. They didn't feel pain. Like a wild animal with rabies, they didn't fear death. Now picture that in battle. Imagine being on the receiving end of a warrior who had nothing left to lose and no restraint in his soul. The Berserkers fought with the ferocity of a storm, cutting down anything in their path. To be a Viking warrior was to live by a code: honor, courage, and strength. The Viking didn't fight just for battle's sake. They fought for glory, for legacy. They fought for the respect of their people. They fought to be remembered. But the life of a Viking wasn't just about war. When they weren't fighting, they were building. They were craftsmen, farmers, and traders. They didn't just survive, they thrived. They forged weapons, grew food, and made ships that could travel across the entire world. And then there were the skalds, the storytellers. They weren't just poets, they were the keepers of history. They sang of battle, gods, and legendary warriors. The Viking didn't just carve their names in stone, they carved their stories into the hearts of all who heard them. Their ships were more than just transportation. They were masterpieces. Fast, strong, able to sail both the open seas and navigate shallow rivers. They didn't just raid, they explored, traded, and built empires. The Viking legacy wasn't only about taking, it was about creating too. So what was it really like to be a Viking? It wasn't just about battle. It was about living life with power, purpose, and courage. The Vikings may have crossed the seas in search of treasure, but what they found was far more than wealth. They shaped the world around them, and their influence reached from the icy north all the way to the shores of North America. The Viking didn't just fight to conquer. They fought to leave something behind. They fought to be remembered. And that's why their legacy lives on today. Because the Viking didn't just survive, they thrived. They lived with honor, with strength, and with the belief that their name would echo for centuries. The world remembers the Viking, their raids, their legends, their victories. But what truly made them legendary? It was their spirit, relentless, unyielding, unforgettable. Now live like one. Be bold, be fierce, be unforgettable. Want more stories of legendary history? Subscribe for more.